any statement or quote that kept you motivated throughout the journey?
That personality. I always looked up to that personality. I always looked. These two people changed the course of my preparation strategy, and I looked up to them that I want to be that person in future. And other things is that to achieve in the SSB area, it has all been due to their mentorship.
Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed viewers and fellow patriot, I am Cadet Ishita Dubey, and it is my distinct honor and privilege to welcome you to this special edition of Candid Talks. Today, we have the extraordinary opportunity to engage in a thoughtful conversation with one of our ex-cadet, Senior Under Officer CHINMAY JOSHI. So let me just give you a brief introduction of him. Starting from the NCC, he has been part of the Republic Day Camp, the most prestigious camp of NCC. This journey of RDC has extended to a transformative youth exchange program to Kyrgyzstan in 2022. Taking one of the aims of NCC forward, this remarkable individual has been recommended for Indian Navy and Indian Coast Guard as an assistant commander. Now, without wasting a second, let us deep dive into this conversation, and I welcome you, sir. Sir, I'm really excited to know about your journey from RDC to YP.
Okay, Sita, thank you very much for welcoming me in such a manner, and I would like to thank UIT RGPV and the staff and the cadets associated with UIT RGPV NCC for giving me this platform to speak my heart out and share my experiences. So yes, coming to your question about my experiences starting from RDC till YP. If you allow me, I will start my journey a little bit from before the RDC, because the part before that forms the basis of what I have done in RDC and YP. So I joined NCC in 2020 September, and it was in an online environment. So because of the COVID that was going on that time, so our training used to be in an online manner. But after that, when things normalized, I started getting an exposure of the offline classes. So there I got a little bit of idea about how NCC will work out to be. So I was my first training was initiated by my ex-cadet under officer until Gushnam sir, and he trained me very well in the initial days. And after that, our other senior under officer Abhi Jain sir, he was the one who went to Republic Day Camp in 2021. So my preparation for Republic Day Camp started when he arrived, and I was put under a very rigorous training schedule along with my other mates. And I would also like to give credit to ex-cadet senior under officer Puneet Yadav son. He has also been an instrumental person, a monumental person who helped me in training for the camp. So I gave selections in the unit level, in the group level, and finally I got selected as the best cadet of BHOPAL Group, and subsequently went to pre-IDC. So in pre-IDC, we were undergone various scrutinization, various screening processes for best cadet as well as drill, other events, and in which I was first. For the first stage, I was selected as the best cadet. But as and when the pre-RDC neared to an end, when the RDC started, I could not clear the subsequent test. So that was a bit of stopping the momentum for me. But yes, I realized whatever opportunities I would be having in Republic Day Camp. So I set that in mind and went to Republic Day Camp. And even before the Republic Day Camp started, I had the exam for Youth Exchange Program, the Stage 1 exam. So I cleared that exam here in Bhopal, and I got shortlisted for Youth Exchange Program in first stage. So then I went to RDC. I had a very great experience with my friends, great experience with mentors, our contingent commander, and participated in events such as the Prime Minister's rally. And I was also the part of the cadet ambassadors team who went to the All India Radio headquarters with our esteemed Director General, Lieutenant General Gurveer Pal Singh, for a normal talk, for a radio talk show. So all in all, that journey was very great. And so it has been a very transformative journey. Then going forward, like I told you, I was selected for a YP in stage 1. Then I subsequently gave interviews, and then I got finally shortlisted for the youth exchange program for Kyrgyzstan. I was there from December in 2022. So overall, it has been a very great journey, and I feel that NCC has been one organization which without which I could not have been the person that I am today. So this is my journey as of now.
Great. So as you described your journey, so what were the challenges you faced during the selection procedure of from RDC to YP?
Okay, yes. So like I told you about some of the roadblocks that I faced, but in detail, if I would tell you, the first problem that I faced was I was not much physically fit before the Republic Day camp, because I weighed approximately 85 kilos, which if anybody is interested in RDC, they would know that this much weight is too much for participating in Republic Day camp. So first hurdle was physical fitness, and but the mentorship that I got from my seniors, Abhi sir, Nitin sir, and Puneet sir, all their training, all the practice that I did myself, the efforts that I put myself, all those contributed to my physical factors. So I reduced my weight to 70 kilos before going to RDC, and then I was performing better as compared to before in the drill and the physical aspects. The other challenge that I faced in the RDC journey was that first I was the best cadet during the pre-RDC, and but at the last stage I was dropped out of it. I could not clear the subsequent tests for the best cadet. So that was a bit of shock for me. But yes, I realized that I have other opportunities too when I will go into RDC. I knew that I would be having the Master of Ceremony to take part in. So yes, my friends were there, my friend Sachin, and my friend Sachin, Priyanshu sir, Samarth, and Anushree, they all were there with me. They were motivating me throughout, and I realized my opportunities. I gave it a go there, and I got selected first for the Master of Ceremony, subsequently for the DG interaction, and subsequent things happened. About the youth exchange program procedure, I would honestly say that was not very tough procedure, because the preparation of best cadet examination was itself very sufficient for me to clear the youth exchange program written exam, and the mentorship training by our former group commander Brigadier Sanjoy Ghosh sir, it was enough for me to face the interview that I had for the youth exchange program. So these were the set of challenges that I faced.
Okay. So what are the drastic change you see in yourself after completing those camps?
Okay, so in this long journey, the changes that I feel in myself is first that I am better suited. I am now better confident to express myself in front of people and express my thoughts freely. Second is that I am now physically better built as compared to what I was in NCC before. Some of the other aspects, like I have now friendships that will last for lifelong. So NCC has given me so many things that this time is very less for me to list out all those things.
So when we think of such camps, then self-doubt comes in us that whether we will achieve it or not. So how that self-doubt changes into a confident yes for you?
Okay, so talking about self-doubt, there are some moments when we don't know where we are going during the camps. So the first thing that helped me was the preparation. Preparation is the only thing that will help us get out of any stress zone. So the preparation that I did myself, the mentorship that I got from my seniors, that was the first thing that helped me. And the second thing that helped me go out of that doubt zone was the support of my friends, and also my family. I used to talk with my family during those camps. I used to be with my friends. My friends used to instill that confidence in me. So I think that these are all the factors that contributed.
Absolutely, sir. So any statement or quote that kept you motivated throughout the journey?
Okay, so there was one quote that my mother used to tell me since my childhood. It was from Mahabharat. The quote goes as follows: Asanshayam ma baho mano durnigraham chalam abhyasen tu kaunte vairagye cha grihate, which the gist of it is that basically mind can be controlled. The flow of mind, the thoughts can be controlled by regular practice as well as detachment. Now, how I interpreted it, I brought this aspect of practice in my life a long time ago. I used to do things in a repeated manner when I thought that I could not make it, or I am not able to do something well. So I used to do it repeatedly failing. Even after failing, I used to get some learning from my teachers, used to solve my doubts, then go again. So this repetition, this practice was the one thing that I interpreted from this quote. The second thing was that detachment. Detachment from the distractions that we have in life. So detaching all those things and gathering our focus towards the only one thing that we want, that helps me. So this was my interpretation since my childhood, and that helped me sail through all my life till this stage.
Okay. So taking this conversation forward, I want to know what motivated you to choose your career in defense?
Okay, so this thought came a long back ago in 2014 or 15 during the 8th or 9th class, when the conversation used to be in my house around what the subject I will choose in class 11th, whether it will be commerce or mathematics. So I, as a part of a Kumaoni family, Kumaon means Uttarakhand. So in our family, joining defense forces is a very noble, it's a very noble tradition that is carried on in Kumaoni families. So that was one factor. I was motivated very gradually by my family members to take up career in armed forces. So that was one factor. The second factor was that whenever I used to meet the armed forces officers, not even officers, whenever I used to meet any armed forces personnel, so there used to be a very different kind of aura. So I never got that kind of aura, that personality. I always looked up to that personality. I always looked up to them, that I want to be that person in future. And other things is that when you see an armed forces officer or an official, you will have a sense of feeling that this person can do anything, this person can achieve anything, this person can balance his life or his or her life and take things in order that he or she wants. So these were the factors that I always had in mind. The energy that I got from interacting the armed forces office with the armed forces officers. So these were the things that motivated me to take up the career.
Okay. So as we know, SSBs are quite stressful procedure. So what did you do to calm yourself in that stressful environment?
I would like to little bit disagree with that. SSB is not overall a very stressful process. Only some parts of it are designed in such a way that it puts pressure on us. So first thing that I just mentioned a few moments ago, practice is one thing that will never leave you. Practice repeatedly, and in my view, like the other exams of IAS and civil services, apart from civil services, we have many government exams. So people do long-term planning to achieve in those exams. In my view, if we want to join defense, that also requires a long-term planning. That also requires a long-term preparation strategy. Because I started this journey in 2019 when I first gave NDA. And after that, there were so many screen outs, 4 conference outs. So all these attempts made me realize that yes, I need some practice. I need some good mentorship. So yes, I practiced a lot. I got very good mentors. I feel very fortunate for that. Under the overall supervision of Brigadier Sanjoy Ghosh sir and the direct mentorship of Lieutenant Colonel Aditya Budhiraja sir. These two people changed the course of my preparation strategy, and I feel that whatever I have been able to achieve in the SSB area, it has all been due to their mentorship that I got. So first thing, preparation, it gets you out of the stress zone. Before the test start, we are a little bit pressurized, but I always had faith in whatever I got as I got the mentorship. So I always used to tell myself that जो सीखा है सही सीखा है बस apply करना है. And when the moment came to apply those learnings, my focus was fully toward the task that was given to me. No deviation. So this was the thing that helped me sail. And yes, while we are in NCC, we have so many group members with whom we have stay in the line area. So talking with them, this is also kind of a stress buster that puts you out of pressure. We have phones there, we can call our parents there. So these are the things that help me to be in a route, in a straight road. But yes, preparation is one thing that I would say that has the utmost importance.
How being an NCC cadet and experience of the camp helped you in your SSB?
Okay, yes. NCC, I would say, without NCC, I don't think I would have been able to achieve so many things that I have achieved till now. So talking about NCC, the things that I learned, first is that to have a spirit of group, have a spirit of team spirit, I would say. Because in the Republic Day camp, everybody had their own set of objectives. Everybody had their own set of events to participate in, whether it be the best cadet, whether it be the Guard of Honor, the Rajpath, as so called at that time, and some were in cultural. So they had their own set of objectives. But at the end of the day, we had one goal, the line area competition, in which everybody had to work together and achieve the common goal of securing the most points in the line area competition. So that competition instilled a spirit of team spirit inside me, when we all used to shed away our individual objectives and work together for the betterment of the whole directorate. So this was one thing that I learned from the NCC. Second is that a little bit sometimes improvisation is required. So improvisation requires presence of mind. So I used to look for resources around in RDC. Even in YP, there were some moments when we had to improvise some things. So yes, so with this improvisation, I accepted that whatever will come to me, I will face that. And whatever resources I have, I will make do of that. I will work with that. I will not seek for other resources because we have all the things around us. We just have, all the resources are in plain sight. We just have to look a little more closely. So these are the things that I learned from NCC. And yes, the friends part, I would say I got so many friends. So that long-lasting friendship, that compassion that I have towards my friends, that these are the qualities that got built up in me during the course of NCC camps.
So next I wanted to ask you, any funny memory of your SSB or your camp?
Yes, the funny memory I would have, I have two memories that in my mind as of now. For the Republic Day camp, I would say the day was 1st January 2022, first day of the year, and time was around 2 a.m. I was placed in duty. The cadets are placed at night duty near designated places. So where I was placed for duty, I slept there, and then the duty JCO came, and then followed a series of very painful punishments. And the duty JCO told me, he was scolding me. He told me, कि क्या होगा अगर मतलब who will take the responsibility if something bad happens there? If something gets stolen, who will assume the responsibility? So that day I got a very important learning, that to not let the guard down anyhow. Whatever happens, if we are given some duty, if we are accepting some duty, then we are duty bound to complete it to the last mile. That was the first funny moment. And in the SSB, yes, I can recall in Bangalore, before the start of group testing, we were lined up. Then came the group testing officer. We usually expect group testing officer to be very formal, and he gives us, usually in my previous attempts, they used to give us a little bit of briefing, and then we used to go on with the tasks. But here what happened, we were lined up, the group testing officer briefed us, then we were all listening because all were repeaters, so we all were assuming that this would happen. He would give us the briefing and we will go for the tasks. We were all standing listening to him, not very attentively. And then suddenly he asked us, what is the capital of India? And nobody is able to answer you. Everybody is looking at each other. Then he's saying, कौन आ गया यार, फिर से ये कौन जोकर आ जाता है SSB में. So this was one jolt that we got. The second jolt we got, he was briefing us once again, and suddenly he said, right hand and left पैर उठाओ. Everybody foxed out, everybody looking at each other. So then he's calling the other officers, other GTO कि देखो यार फिर से आ गए जोकर लोग, फिर SSB को दोष देते हैं लोग, कैसा कहाँ कौन सी एंट्री पता नहीं. So this was one technique that he used to wake us up. So that was one funny moment, and during the course of tasks also he was making fun of us. He asked me, particularly me, कि कहाँ से हो? I told him I am from Bhopal. कहता अच्छा city of lakes. Oh, नाम के तो 2 लेक है, तुमने so city of lakes बना दिया. So these were some of the funny moments that I had during the SSB and the RDC.
So as we are approaching to the end of the conversation, so one last question comes to my mind is, if you could define your NCC journey in one word, what it would be?
The journey is transformative. What I was before and what I am now, I have completely changed now, I feel. But I would also say that I would not say that I am completely a different person. I am now the best version of myself, I would say. Because those basic qualities always I had, those are the same. But I am now the best version of myself. And this part of my journey, the NCC, I would always keep it in my memory as a very treasured, as a very golden part of my memory. So I will always cherish this memory. Even my parents are always proud of me whenever they are talking about my NCC journey. So yes, this part of my memory is a very cherished one. And I will keep it as a very golden part of my memory in my heart.
So it feels immensely pleasure to talking with you. It was really a fascinating journey. Thank you for this engaging and thoughtful conversation. I, on behalf of whole UIT RGPV NCC, wishes you a good luck for your future ahead.
It was indeed a pleasure talking to you, Ishita, and I would thank UIT RGPV NCC, the cadets and the staff for welcoming me in such a manner, providing me this platform. And I would also like to thank our Associate NCC Officer, Lieutenant Dr. Kaustubh Dwivedi sir, and to IC Officer, Mr. Bijen Kumar Gaur sir, for looking after us for the last 3 years, giving us this beautiful platform to improve my skills, improve my qualities that I had in myself, and also to my buddies who were with me, Roshan and Sachin and Atulita, all were there with me during my NCC journey. So I would thank them also for staying with me. So thank you very much, everyone.
Once again, thank you so much, sir.